Well, I started YouTube in late chapter one, and that was somewhere around September and October of 2019. Um, didn't think I'd have a chance at anything at all. I would do Twitch and YouTube, and I would stream on Twitch, and I would get zero viewers the entire time. Maybe one viewer, but just mostly zero the entire time. And I had like 15 subscribers on YouTube for like the longest, and it would never go up. And I just literally had zero following, zero views. I'd get no likes, no comments, but I still enjoyed what I did because at the time I saw it more as something I enjoy doing and like have fun doing, and like I still enjoy it. But um, right when you start, you don't really think about the numbers or anything or the people watching or at all. You're just thinking about like, man, this is so fun. I'm a content creator. It's first time, so cool. But um, it was a blast. Even though I stream alone for literally days, I would stream alone for not even days, weeks, maybe a month. And I mean, it's a little harsh. It kind of sucks. It makes you want to give up, but I didn't. And here we are now at 305 subscribers, and getting an average of 10 viewers per stream is something I didn't think I'd be able to pull off. But here we are. And doing YouTube really brought me closer to some people, groups of people, and just in general, uh, more friends, making more friends, which is really cool. I don't think I would be friends with half the people I am today if I didn't start YouTube. So it brought me a lot closer to um, a lot of the people you see in my videos now. It brought me closer to some of the subs, which makes really no sense, to be honest. But like, it kind of just connected me with people that were a fan of me, and I thought that was so cool to have a fan, because in my head, it's hard for me to believe that people are actually fans of me, but they actually are. I do actually have people watching this video that are fans, so I just think that's mind blowing. It's really cool. And I know you guys seen his name is still ZD Collapse on Fortnite, but OP Collapse, YouTube has brought me a lot closer. Like people like him, a lot of people in my Discord server. Which if you did not get into the server, I will link the servers. I will link the Discord server below the description, and if you guys want to join, just click that link. Go ahead and join. It's my subscriber server, and you can just chill, talk to the people in there, talk to me. There's not a lot of people in there. I mean, I think it's like 28 or something like that. So it's not a ton of people, and most of them are like my close friends. So if you watch the videos and yeah, sure, maybe you like me, but you're a big fan of I Milk Pigs, he's in there, so you can add him and say what's up. So it's just a fun little place, and I will link that down below the description. But anyway, to keep going, YouTube has brought me a lot closer to people like that. I'm now in a team, and I'm more so in it for the content creating aspect, and not the fact that where it's like, oh, we're a team and we're competitive. Like, nah, I'm not a competitive player. We all know that, but it's called OP Gaming, and it's still kind of in the works, but it's gonna be something great one day. I know it will be, and I know to just keep pushing, because I mean, I started with nothing, and here I am. So just gotta keep pushing. But it just YouTube really opens who you talk to, and it gives you so many opportunities to meet new people, try new things, and just get creative with it. And it definitely brings out a different you inside yourself. It brings out a different creativity inside people. So it's super fun. I definitely, if you're sitting here watching this video thinking about making a YouTube channel, I totally think you should. It's definitely worth it. I think I've had the best time of my life doing it. And I will absolutely never, ever forget these years of my life. Though they've been really, really bad, which I'll get into later, they've been really good too. And they have never balanced out. It's always been one or the other, but I enjoy YouTube a lot, and I enjoy you guys, and you guys make my day when you like the videos, subscribe, when you guys are in the live streams, chatting it up with me. It just absolutely puts a the biggest smile on my face and like the biggest urge to just keep going in my heart so that I can keep making YouTube videos and keep streaming and all that fun stuff. So it's just, I highly recommend trying out YouTube. I think it's a great experience, and I love it. I know when people think about YouTube and first joining, they think they're not going to get any subs, and I mean, it is true. I mean, when you first join, I got 15 subs in my first day, but that was like all my friends, and then after that, it died really quick, died down. So my advice would be to just be patient and don't pay attention to those numbers, really. And my other chunk of advice would be to not follow the horde. You go on YouTube and you see all these kids around my age, 16, 17, or, even younger, trying to make Fortnite competitive videos, and they're trying to make a team, and they're wearing superhero skins and a star wand, and, like, they're just trying to be like the rest of the horde. And I personally rather will, like, as you can tell by my channel, I went more towards the content creating side because I feel like it's more fun for the content creator and it's more fun for you guys to watch. So I just wanted to be unique with it and kind of different, and I chose to do funny moments, and I think it worked out really well. A lot of people really love the funny moments, and I hear it from fans all the time. Not to boast or brag or anything, but I do hear that I am a really funny person, and that the funny moments suit me really well, and so that's the path I took, and I'm glad I took it. And I actually personally, and I just love making funny moments. It cracks me up when I'm editing. It's really funny. If I should make a bloopers video sometime of me creating funny moments with my mic on, and I think you guys will enjoy that. But definitely something to try, and my advice, be unique, stray away from the horde. Don't give in to what everybody else wants to do, because if you try to be unique doing something everyone's doing, no one's going to see you. But if you do something unique that no one's doing, everyone will see you. So just think about that. I definitely recommend YouTube, like I've said for the millionth time. It's super fun. It's a good push, good motivation to, once you get the little fan base. I mean, even at 100 and so subscribers, I was getting the push to make videos, and like, oh, I gotta do it for these 100 people who really want to watch my videos and stuff like that. And now I'm sitting here at 300, like, damn, I gotta push this video out. I've been lazy, but yeah, it's a blast, and I think most of you would enjoy it if you haven't tried it before already. For this next part of the video, I'm going to dive a little deeper in my personal life and what has happened to me at home, and kind of the bad living situation I used to live in, and kind of how it's affecting me to this day, and just letting you guys know what's affected me as a person and whatnot. So if you are just a very sensitive person and you can't stand hearing other people being hurt physically or emotionally, I would strongly advise that you skip this next part of the video, and I'll try to throw up a timestamp right about now to skip to if you do want to skip it. But if you'd like to listen, just go ahead and keep listening. But I'm going to talk about my personal life and kind of how things have gone at home. So ever since I was really very, very young, my parents had divorced, and it's pretty common for people's parents to divorce. Not when you're young or anything. It just happens, and it's a part of life, and it's not something that I really looked forward to as it's not something I looked at as like, oh, my life is horrible because my parents are divorced. I kind of looked at it as, it happens, and I moved on with it. But it slowly and very effectively started to affect my life very, very quickly. As my mom moved on a lot quicker than my dad did, she had met a guy named Chuck, and he was my first stepdad, and he was actually he was a pretty nice guy. If you ask me, he was the best stepdad I've ever had, and he took pretty good care of us, and he was a little harsh on, like, rules and stuff, but he did a good job at being a stepdad, and personally thought he was a nice guy, but my mom fed him a bunch of like fake lies about my dad and pretty much caused him to hate my father and all that stuff, and um, just pretty much kind of tried to poison the family. And my mom eventually got the entire side of her family to hate my dad, and just because they broke up, and I think the most messed up part was it was my mom's fault. She cheated on my father with another man, and then just got with this man, Chuck, and then her and Chuck didn't last very long after they got married because my mom cheated on Chuck with Chuck's best friend Adam, who is my current stepdad, who I don't talk to anymore. And my mom had broken up with Chuck, kicked him out of the house, and have gotten with Adam. And so Adam moved in, and I think I'd say it was about around the time after my mom had been with Adam for a while, she kind of started to act different. And I definitely think that my current stepdad Adam really like influenced her to act differently like that. And she started to kind of make remarks about my dad and how he wouldn't do certain things for me, or maybe how my dad is a bad person, and he's just all that. And she would just keep going on and on about how he was just not enough, and it really bothered me because me as a kid, I was very young. I cared a lot about my father, so I it kind of hurt. And since I was so young, I didn't have that gut feeling to stick up for my dad. I did, but I didn't do it because I just didn't have the balls, I guess. But eventually I grew a little older and started to stick up for my dad when my mom would say stuff, and she didn't like it at all. She'd scream at me, she'd yell at me, and she'd ground me. And I think one of the most vivid memories I have is I used to play with Legos when I was a very young kid, and I told my mom I couldn't wait to go to my dad's house, and it wasn't an insult or a jab at my mom. It was just I really couldn't wait to go to my dad's house. I love seeing him, and my mom flipped out, and she was like, "Why don't you go to your room?" And like she was screaming at me, and I was so little, I just started to cry. And I, instead of going to my room, I went downstairs to the basement and played with Legos because that was my comfort. And I had spent the last night staying up till 4 a.m. building a Lego truck, and I was playing with it, and my mom came down, still mad at me. She broke it, and broke a couple other of my Lego things on purpose, and then screamed at me to go to my room. And I kind of just cried and went to my room and just kind of like waited for my dad to come pick me up. But she got worse and worse, my mom. Ever since she started to talk to Adam and started to ever since her and Adam really got together, she started to kind of force those lies onto him to make him hate my dad, and it definitely worked. And he started to take it out on us kids. My stepdad did, and he was not a good person whatsoever. He was always a douche to my older brother, who got it the worst. And then my older brother eventually just retaliated and ended up leaving the house all the time. And since my parents were so angry, they always wanted someone to pick on, if you would put it that way. They wanted someone to blame for the problems that were happening around them, and they wanted someone to harass. And since my older brother wasn't there, they chose me. And eventually my stepdad influenced my mom to start drinking, and they started drinking so much that they got a alcoholic issue and like became severe alcoholics, and my stepdad even went to rehab, and he couldn't last 24 hours because he's such a strong addict to drinking. And so eventually my mom would get drunk every night and suddenly started to stop making dinner and stop coming inside to talk to us. She'd always sit out in the garage with my stepdad and drink every night, and eventually got to the point where I felt really lonely in my house. No one talked to me. I just kind of sat downstairs, played video games and stuff, and just kind of lived kind of a sad life. And anytime the parents were talking to me, my mom or my stepdad, they were yelling at me about how I was a failure. I know my mom tried to kick me out one time at midnight, telling me that I was that she thought I was stupid and stuff, and she told me that she hated me, she didn't love me, and that kind of still sticks in my head to this day and really kind of hurt. But after that night I kind of cried my eyes out, and then I told my dad about it, and of course my mom was drunk when she did that, and her drinking problem caused her to do a lot of arguments like that, and eventually it got to the point where my mom had hit me, and it wasn't her first time. She had hit me before. She had been physical with me before, and so has my stepdad Adam. They both have laid hands on me, and it wasn't legal whatsoever. It kind of went down really quick, and I knew that the tension that was in between our family was so strong that once that argument started, I knew it wasn't going to end well, and I knew things were going to be horrible for the rest of my life. So I got a video of my mom screaming at us and like insulting us children, and eventually I told her I had a video of her, and I was like, I have videos of you on my phone, you're screwed, I don't care what you do to me. Like, well, I didn't say that, but I just said, like, I don't care what you think, like, I got videos, you're done for, I'll take them to court if I have to, and stuff like that. And then after I said that, my mom, still drunk, grabbed me by the chest of my shirt and threw me into a wall twice, and then she punched me in the face twice, and then I think she swung a third time and missed, and I backed up into a wall and kind of just stood there, and I was very scared, and I didn't know what to do. And I am a male, I'm a 16-year-old male, so I can't hit her back, otherwise I will get in legal trouble. So I just kind of sat there in fear, and she screamed. She got really close to my face, and she was screaming at me, and she was threatening to hit me again, and no one was helping me, and the police had just left my house because they called the police on us kids for being too wild. And then my mom went and abused me, so I just kind of ran out of the room and packed my bags, and my brother packed his bags, and we left, and called the police and told them what happened. But the police did absolutely nothing to my mom. They didn't take her to jail or anything, and she literally got no trouble for what she did, and I really wish she would have, but she didn't seem to care at all, and it was all my stepdad's fault. And it's a really, really, really long story, but I'm just trying to water it down for you guys so it's just more understandable. My stepdad pretty much influenced my mom to become this horrible person and to hate her own kids, and eventually it got to her head, and she did exactly that. And sorry, it's a touchy topic, but I moved out of my mom's house and into my dad's house, and life's been really different, obviously, as changing your entire lifestyle is really hard to do at the age of 16, almost 17. Just thought I could keep my life normal until I graduated, and then I could do whatever I wanted, but I had to switch my entire life around, so that was kind of annoying. But I'm doing better now, and that's what matters. Not really doing better, but I'm just in a better place. I'm not doing better whatsoever, if I had to say so myself. I talked to a couple of people, and it turns out that I haven't been diagnosed with it, but I have nearly every symptom of PTSD, and I have nightmares about my mom hitting me and me being helpless, and it's just really scary for me. And it's not hard for me to admit something like that, being a male, and most guys say, you know, we're tough and like, you know, don't let women hit us like that, but I don't care what anybody has to say. It's just like, I'll admit it, I was scared and terrified, and it still haunts me to this day. I mean, I have bad dreams, and I don't know when they'll go away. It happens very often. So I don't think I'm mentally okay at all, and I don't know when I will be. And I've talked to people, and I've tried to get help, but nothing seems to really honestly be working. I just kind of feel trapped in my own head all the time, and just extremely sad and angry, and just confused. I don't want to sound like I'm out here to get attention, but it's caused a lot of problems, and I now have a flinching problem from just kind of being hit, and like not to put my friend on blast, but my girlfriend's friend was fake hitting me at a party after the incident, and I knew it was a joke, and I knew she wasn't gonna hit me, but it still put this like different feeling of uncomfortableness and fear into me that like it made me realize how much this entire situation has affected me, and how I might never be the same again. And sometimes I really wish that it didn't happen, and sometimes I really do miss my mom, and I don't miss the person she is now, but I miss the person that she used to be when she cared about me. But I don't think she really does care about me anymore, and kind of really hurts, but it's something that I'm learning to get over, and I think I will be just fine once I get over it. And I don't talk to my mother anymore. She still tries to text me every now and then, and I just don't answer, and I'm just trying to cut her out of my life, and I'm just so done with her. So just trying to move on and start a new chapter in my life, and hopefully without her. And just to kind of show you guys an example of how she treated me, and the language and just kind of like disrespect she did treat me with, I'm gonna show you guys a clip of her yelling at me the night she actually, it was a couple nights before she had hit me and stuff. So I'm gonna play it, and I'll talk to you guys right after it. So here you guys go.
On toxicness.
Oh, why?
Musa, come here, we're vibing, bro.
Are you a part of all this?
We're having a staring contest. We're having a staring contest, Musa.
Well, what?
Don't kill me.
We're having a staring contest.
I was trying to pick up that landed. Thanks a lot.
Did I?
No, I can't dance. Mine's glitched out. I can't dance.
No.
I can't do it.
Okay, hold on. I'm taking my phone because
Gabe, you're so annoying, dude.
I don't like to fight.
What's your problem?
I'm getting lasered.
Well, I mean, he talks shit about my dad all the time. I don't really appreciate that.
Get that kid, bruh. I'm aim assisting this dude. Not even aiming in on him, and I'm still hitting him.
Hold my hair and my mic and threatened to kill me twice, and you did nothing about it. I don't know what that was all about. And then he's just kind of like...
Oh, I got somebody.
When he's being disrespectful.
360.
Why?
I have aimbot. This isn't even funny, bro. Where are you, bro? Get out of there. You ready?
Yeah.
Eat vector.
Why?
Because I said so.
Because I don't like them?
Because you guys are being
What did I? Okay, what did I
You
do?
actually aren't doing anything, but you're in this. Give me your fucking
So
phone.
I'm in trouble because I'm angry.
Yeah.
Because I don't like somebody. It's a part of life. You're not gonna like people. It's part of
Very
life.
true. It's very true. I work with people every day that I don't.
Yeah, I go to school with people I don't like. It's like, then why are you trying to take my stuff away from me? What's that gonna benefit?
You're egging all this shit on with them.
How?
You guys are all in your group text last night about this shit, and all of a sudden this shit about Abby's gorgeous and he doesn't like Lydia. And
He
blah, blah,
doesn't.
blah. Yes, he does. Give me your phone.
No, don't
Now,
take away
I'm not
Zach's
giving you my
phone.
Give me your fucking phone.
Don't give her the phone.
She's a stepmom, I'm pretty
I
sure.
didn't
She
do
doesn't have the
anything
rights to do
wrong.
that. She doesn't have the rights to do
I
that.
didn't do
I know.
nothing
Wait.
wrong.
So did he get that phone from his
You
mom?
can't take away
Yeah,
Zach's
your mom,
phone.
I'm pretty sure.
I didn't
Oh,
do
yeah,
anything.
you can't do that, bro. That's against the law. That's stealing, basically.
I'm not giving you my phone. I did nothing wrong.
It's not up for you to decide.
Don't kill Zach,
your
bro.
phone.
What are you
Either
doing,
way.
guys?
I like how
Now.
Zach said
I
he
didn't
likes
do
to take his
anything.
phone away for just
I
not
didn't do
liking
anything.
someone.
You still have your fucking game. Let your phone go.
I didn't do
now.
anything.
Zach,
I didn't do anything.
I
I'm
didn't-
not giving you my phone if I didn't do anything.
you're giving me your fucking
No.
phone now.
No, I'm not.
Let
Why
go.
is she
No.
cussing
Let
every second?
I know.
I didn't do
Zach,
nothing wrong. You
parent
can't
is
take my
Zach.
stuff for doing nothing
Don't kill me,
wrong.
guys. Don't kill me.
You can't. That's so wrong.
Yeah, I can.
No,
Stop.
you can't.
Yes, I can.
Stop. No,
Yes,
no,
I
Gabe. Don't
can.
do it.
That's
Don't
just
do it.
not
Don't
how
do
it
it.
works.
I pay for it. I can take your fucking phone.
But I didn't do anything.
Get out of here,
Oh,
bro.
guys.
Okay,
Zach,
listen
I
to
just-
now.
on his
No.
phone,
Let
but she
Stop
can't
playing
take
it.
I didn't
Everybody
do
stop.
nothing. I did
That's
nothing.
wrong.
Fucking shut it off.
So to give you guys context on what you just heard, despite all the little kids yelling over my mom arguing with me, she basically wanted my phone because I was apparently egging on my brothers to make fun of my stepdad, but I wasn't. And she wanted my phone because apparently I did something wrong, and I didn't do anything wrong, so I refused to give her my phone. And she got like really close to my face, and she was all drunk, so I could smell the wine in her breath. And she like threatened to like reach into my pocket and like hit me to get my phone and stuff. And I just kept holding on to my phone, telling her no. And eventually she got really mad and walked away. And she was like, "I'm gonna shut your phone off." So she shut my phone off and took me off the plan and like shut the Wi-Fi off and stuff. So that was kind of just what happened there, and I just wanted to show you guys the kind of disrespect, but it got much, much, much worse than that. So that was kind of just a little glimpse at like my mom and kind of like how she acts. But I'm sorry, this is like really hard for me to talk about. It makes me really angry and it makes me really sad, and I'm sorry if you guys can hear my voice shaking. I'm fine. It's just a lot to talk about and a lot to handle. It may seem like I'm faking it, but I'm really not. It's just, it really bothered me. It really shook me, and it still does to this day. So, I don't want this video to end on a bad note, and I don't want everyone to feel bad for me. I do struggle emotionally, and it's hard for me, but I don't really like to open up about it because I don't like to tell people how I'm feeling because most people don't understand, and I don't blame anybody for that. But life's just been really, really hard lately, and I don't have any suicidal thoughts or want to harm or kill myself, but it's just really hard, and I know there's no escape from that, and that just kind of gotta put my head down and push through it all and just make it to that light at the end of the tunnel. Like I said, I don't want this video to end in a bad note, so it's kind of why on this channel I make these funny moments and I make these, videos, these uplifting videos, because I love to be that positive vibe and that positive energy, and I like to give that energy to other people who need it, or maybe who just want to have a good time and want to watch some cool videos. So I definitely do make those videos for that reason, and I will never stop as long as I want to do YouTube. And I love making these videos. They're not personally this video, but I love making funny moments and stuff like that, and streaming, and it's just a lot of fun, and I don't think I'll ever stop anytime soon. And I just love putting the passion into people, and just motivating people to become something. I know this video seems kind of dark and it seems kind of sad, but I just wanted to let you guys know who I really am and what I've come from. And just like I said in part 1, you know, like, just wanted to show you guys who's behind the name Priusd, and who I am. So I really appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope you guys aren't too scarred, and I hope you guys still enjoy the channel. And I'd really appreciate it if you guys dropped a like and subscribed if you aren't subscribed already. And I just really appreciate you guys listening to my story and who I am. But I really hope that my story motivates you to think about you yourself, the viewer, and think about your story, and think about who you are.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking